Good afternoon. It is, I'm losing track of time. It's Tuesday, April the 14th. I apologize, guys, for being late today. We went up to the school this morning and, mowed the grass, picked up some limbs from after the storm came through, and just did a few things around the school today. So I wasn't able to record this morning. I like to try to do everything in the morning, but sometimes it just happens and we can't do that. So for today, what I'm going to do is I've already made the form test. I've already made the quiz or whatever you call it, it's an assignment, okay? It's going to be 3 multiple choice problems, okay? Not a whole lot there as far as that goes. 3 multiple choice, it should grade them all correctly and work good. This time, I know last time sometimes it doesn't, but I think I've got it just about figured out. And like I said, what I'm trying to do is just go over the basics, okay? Just give you some stuff that will help you as far as ACT stuff and things that will help you for the next math, okay? It's not necessarily the stuff that we would have been working on in class. But I'm pulling, like I said, I've got a long list of problems, and I'm just going through and kind of going in order, building it up from kind of the least to greatest, so to speak, and working on some problems that I feel are very important. So we started off with the order of operations type stuff, and then some expressions, and then solving equations, and now we're going to do a specific type of equation, which is an absolute value equation. And the steps to do that. So I'm going to work 2 example problems today. They're both, about the same as far as level of difficulty, nothing crazy. And then I'll have 3 problems for you guys to do, like I already said. And we'll get rolling from there, okay? So as you can see on the board behind me, we're going to be solving absolute value equations. And this one is the absolute value of 2x minus 1, closed absolute value bar, equals 11. All right. So if I'm doing this problem, okay, if we're looking at this problem, absolute value, what everybody always thinks is, okay, it makes everything positive, okay? And that's a decent rule of thumb, so to speak, but don't do that for this, okay? Don't do that right here. So I'll look at this because we're looking at variables and we don't know if they're positive or negative, okay? What appears to be negative could be positive, what appears to be positive could be negative, so we don't know. So the main deal right here for these problems is getting the absolute value bars completely by themselves, okay? And what I mean by that is I don't need anything attached on the outside out here, on the outside out here, underneath it, right out beside it, plus, minus. I don't need anything on the same side as the absolute value bars other than what is exactly inside of it. So if I look at this problem, the only thing on the left-hand side, the only thing on the absolute value side is the absolute value. You say, well, Coach Wright, there's a negative 2x minus 1. Yes, I agree. But that's inside the bars, okay? So I don't care. It doesn't matter. Once we get this problem in this form, we can solve it, okay? So this problem is ready to solve right now. Now, the next one won't be, okay? But this one is ready to solve right now. Oh, and let me give you a quick heads up. When solving these, guys, you're going to come up with fractions sometimes, okay? So just remember that, especially on this assignment. I think you're going to come up with some fractions in some of the problems, okay? All right, so this problem, absolute value, completely by itself. Now, since absolute value is completely by itself, drop the absolute value bars. Drop them like they're hot. And write down what's inside equal to 11. I didn't do anything. I just dropped the problem. I made it like they weren't there. You do that, and you're going to get 2 answers for these problems, guys. 2 answers. And drop the absolute value bars up there equal to, now change this to the opposite. Make it negative 11. So that is all you do, okay? That's the whole process of solving an absolute value equation, is make sure the absolute value is by itself. By itself. Make sure it's by itself. When it is, drop the absolute value bars, set it equal to the original, and then set it equal to the negative, basically, okay? Because if it's negative, we're not getting into all that. Set it equal to whatever it's equal to, and then the opposite, it's negative, okay? Now we're just solving like we've been doing all year, okay? We're going to solve each of these. I'm going to add one, gone. I get negative 2x is equal to 12, right? Excuse me, guys. Then I'm going to divide by negative 2. I get x is equal to negative 6. That's an answer. Negative 6 is an answer. Also, an answer. Add 1, solve this one. Add 1. So, once you do that, you get negative 2x equals negative 11 plus 1, that's negative 10. Divide by negative 2. We get x is equal to positive 5. So my two answers for this problem, and you're going to get two answers for these. My two answers for this problem is negative 6 and negative 5, okay? And when I get back, we'll look at one that's maybe just a little bit trickier, but the process, the concept's still the same. All right, so let's look at example 2 now, okay? And as you can see, example 2's got a lot more to it. It appears to be a lot more difficult. There's a lot more stuff involved. But the main thing is there's more stuff involved on the same side as absolute value bars. That's the issue, okay? So outside the absolute value bars, I got a 2 minus 5. That 5 is being multiplied times the absolute value bar, and then that's equal to negative 73. All right, so I've got this stuff that is connected. I've got to get rid of that stuff, okay? So in order to do that, my first step is going to be subtract 2 from both sides. Okay, that'll get rid of that first. All right? Now, negative 5 drops down. 5x minus 5, absolute value bar, equals over here, excuse me, negative 75. Okay? Now, I've still got to get rid of this 5, this negative 5 up front, because nothing can be on the same side as the absolute value bars. So now, I divide both sides by negative 5. Okay? So, I got absolute value of 5x minus 5 equals a negative divided by negative is positive. 75 divided by a negative 75 divided by negative 5 is positive 15. Okay? So please, there again, make sure you see that. Now it's just like the last problem we did. Identical. Drop the absolute value bars like they're hot. 5x minus 5 equals 15, and 5x minus 5 equals the opposite of 15, negative 15. Okay? So I apologize, I know I'm running out of room here. We're going to add 5 to both sides right here. Okay? So we get 5x is equal to 20. Divide by 5, we get x is equal to 4. So x equals 4 is one of our answers over here. Add 5, we get 5x is equal to negative 10. Divide by 5, therefore we get x is equal to negative 2. Okay? So, for these problems, for the 3 problems that I give you, that I assigned to you, you are going to get 2 answers for each of them. Okay? They're going to be multiple choice. All right, all 3 problems will be multiple choice. I've set it up in Google Forms just like I did the other day. I think it's going to work out nicely for you. The main thing is make sure the absolute value bars are completely by themselves. Okay, make sure the absolute value bars are completely by themselves. Okay, that's the main goal. You get it like that, you'll be ready to rock and roll and be able to solve these pretty easily. Okay. I hope everybody, like I said, that's the lesson for today. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody made it through the storms okay. I know it kind of got pretty bad. I saw where it kind of got pretty bad, especially up in Boaz, Reese City. I know there was a little bit of issues. Up where I live on Knuckle Falls, power went out for a little bit. Some of my friends on the other side lost power and didn't actually get it back till today. A lot of trees down, but thankfully no one was hurt. Little damage to some cars and some trees down on roofs and stuff like that. But thankfully everybody was safe, and I hope you and your family were also safe. And like I said, hope things get back to normal soon, and we'll be going back to school hopefully in August, and everything will be back to normal. Anyways, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can email me, Richmond Google Classroom. You can private message there. If you don't have a Remind, please contact me about that. I can get you set up, and we'll be ready to go. Hope everybody has a great day.